Okay, welcome back in. I haven't done a hockey video in a very long time. I'm very much aware of this, but one thing I did say I wanted to be somewhat consistent on was the trades. And there was a blockbuster trade that happened yesterday between three teams. Chicago ended up getting a couple of picks between the Hurricanes and the Avalanche, and then they also retained half of the big star of the trade, in my opinion, half of his salary for the rest of the year. So I'll just dive into. I already made the trade on NHL 25, so I just want to show the new faces in new places. So Jack Drury, wow, if I can
Mm.
speak English, still has 1 year left to go on his contract. He's for the Hurricanes. He's mostly been on the bottom six, so maybe he can have a new role on the Avs. Maybe he can possibly be top nine. Who knows where his future lies? Again, still 24, 25 years old, so he still has a long way to go.
Let me stop you there for a second. You haven't done a video in 4 weeks. In 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a month.
Okay.
I'll try to be more consistent next time when
Okay.
it comes to uploading and all that other stuff. And then the other guy that they got was also from the Hurricanes and Martin Nietzsche's. Now there's been speculation and rumors all season long that he wanted out of Carolina. They finally found a trade partner, and that would end up being the Colorado Avalanche. He has a year left to go on his contract, so at least they don't have to worry about re-signing him until next year. This guy, I don't want to say he's going to replace Rantanen because you can't really replace a guy like that, but he's definitely an elite um, forward, top six. He can play center or the wing, doesn't matter if it's right or left side. He's had a stellar career so far, in my opinion, and I think his future is very bright going forward. So those are the two big names that went to Colorado. Like I said, Chicago was also involved in that trade, but they only really got a couple of picks out of that whole thing, if anything. So Carolina, I would say definitely won the trade in this case, and I'll scroll down to the big man himself, the Moose. Mikko Rantanen was traded from the Colorado Avalanche to the Carolina Hurricanes. Excuse me. Uh, the big thing was they didn't want to lose him on free agency because clearly they weren't going to come to terms, and we're already in the end of January. Yes, technically the Abs probably could have waited until March for the trade deadline, but when an opportunity comes like up like this and you have a third team involved, that's actually going to take some of the salary away, which can help you open up your salary book, especially late in the season. Maybe you get a new player via a trade or a signing, whatever the case may be. So that could free up a few bucks for the Avalanche. But for the Hurricanes, this definitely turns them into not just a playoff contender, but in my opinion, a Stanley Cup contender. They've always been kind of knocking on the door. The closest they got was in 2023 when they got to the Eastern Conference Final, but unfortunately, they did get swept by the Florida Panthers. And the other person in this trade was Taylor Hall from the Chicago Blackhawks. So the Blackhawks traded away a star. The Avs traded away a star, but again, they both got a picks, and obviously the Avs got Nietzsche's and Drury as well going the other way. And like I said, for Chicago, they would end up retaining half of Rantanen's salary, so that would just be just over $4 million, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, two big stars, and now what I want to do is I had time to edit, so I'll just go back to the edit lines screen really quickly, and it's just dangerous to see how they look on paper, or in this case, on the screen. So I'll go to the Carolina Hurricanes, and so again, I just did a little bit of maneuvering around. So I have a top line as Hall. I guarantee you Sveshnikov should probably be there, but the two acquisitions, just wanted to show you, Taylor Hall, Aho Rantanen. Second line, Jarvis, Kotkaniemi, Sveshnikov. Again, I guarantee Sveshnikov is more likely to be on the top roll. They got Martinuk, Jordan Stahl, Jack Roslovic, Eddie Robinson, Tyler Yost, and William Carrier. So a lot of veterans on their team, some younger stars as well. But again, they're looking very dangerous, in my opinion. And when you add a superstar in Mikko Rantanen to your team, again, you're not just turning yourself into a playoff team, you're turning yourself into a very serious contender. And even if the Hurricanes finish second in the Metropolitan, they're guaranteed home ice in the first round, and then whoever they face, obviously at the top of that division, they could give them a run for their money as well, and they could easily see themselves in an Eastern Conference Final against whoever comes out of the other side of that playoff bracket. So I just want to talk about this very quickly. As I said before and during the video, I will do my best to start uploading more hockey videos as I love hockey to death, but unfortunately, I've just been very busy. And unfortunately, that's the way life is. So, anyways, as always, if you're new to this channel and you like this
That's
type of
the way
content,
it is.
feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative as well. Until next time, and as always,
Goodbye.
take care. It's still recording. I can't stop it.